The happiest people spend much time in flow, a state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. In the book Flow by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, he talks about this beautiful state of living, of human consciousness and pleasure in life. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi said, "Control of consciousness determines quality of life." This means that you have to choose flow activities in order to truly be happy with your life. So what is flow? Well, let's look at it on a diagram. If you take challenges on this side and you put skill under here, flow is somewhere in the middle, right up here, where your challenges and your skills really align. Now, if you're doing something like sitting on Facebook or watching TV, which requires no skill or challenge whatsoever, you're going to be in a state down here, a state of apathy. That's where the most anxiety, worry, boredom, stress, cortisol release, and pain genuinely come from. But if you start choosing behaviors and activities that you enjoy, and you increase the challenge, and you increase the skill, then you'll get closer and closer to that state of flow. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi said, "Enjoyment of life exists between the boundary of boredom and anxiety." Remember the flow diagram. Boredom is down here, where you have good enough skills, but there's no challenge. Anxiety is up here, where you can have skills, but the challenge is too high and it's scary. What you want to do is find the perfect spot between skills and challenges, and has to be doing something that you love. Good examples of this could be playing the guitar, writing, reading, socializing, things that include challenges and skills that you end up loving. Those are things which you can enjoy flow in. So let's take an example. You've just took up a new skill of skateboarding, and you've just spent months and months and months developing the ollie, and now you can do a kickflip. So that is a very high amount of challenge and a very high amount of skill, so you probably reached flow while you were trying to get there. But what if you keep doing the kickflip over and over and over and over and over again? The challenge decreases, but obviously the skill level is still there. But you start to get bored of it. If you keep the challenges the same, with the same skill that you develop, then it will get boring. Now let's use the example with guitar. If you're a brand new beginner guitar player and you just start playing and you try to compose a really tough piece of music, your skill's really low, the challenge will be too high, so you'll have anxiety. What you want to do is find that place between boredom and anxiety where flow exists. So with the skateboarding, you could be trying to do a double kickflip or do a kickflip while moving, increases the challenge just a little bit while using the same amount of skill. With the guitar, if you're just starting out, you want to start with maybe just playing a couple of chords, so it's an increased challenge until you develop the skills, and then increase the challenge even more. So you go up that flow path. What are some things where you can develop flow in? Well, there's music, there's skills like writing and reading, it could be language learning. If you're someone who wants to socialize and improve your network, it could be networking, it could be growing in business, it could be creating value. Anything with creation or design, you can fall into a flow. Anything musical, you can fall into a flow. Try and find those areas in life where you can fall into a flow. Now, in the book, Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi also talks about flow in sight and in breathing and in walking. So you can find flow in your everyday activities. For example, when I do the washing up, I try to increase the speed I do it and increase the cleanliness. That's the challenge and the skill right there. And every time I do washing up, I fall into this flow activity. So you can do it with any sort of activity. It's just the mindset that you have to start taking on to enjoy flow in more opportunities in your life. When you fall into a state of flow, you become so involved with the activity, time itself seems to disappear. And I personally think this is because a state of flow is the true state of a human being. And when we're in a state of flow, we're so connected to the universe that we don't think about our problems or our worries or fears or time even. Time disappears. Mihaly has also said, without challenges, life has no meaning. And I completely agree with this. Any skill you're developing, you have to start increasing the challenges of that skill. So if you're feeling apathetic with life, it's probably because you're doing too many activities with too little skill or too little challenge involved, like spending time on Facebook, browsing the web, watching mindless TV, they don't stimulate you at all. However, if you're feeling anxious, then you're trying to do things that are too difficult for your skill level, so tone it down a notch. Instead of starting the guitar by learning a blues riff, start by learning a simple chord or where the C chord is, something like that. If you're too bored in life, if you find yourself often bored, it's because you haven't increased the challenge enough. You are doing things that require skill, but you've done them for so long that the challenge has dropped all the way down and you start to become bored. So boost up the challenge. You know, if you're bored with writing, but you love to write, do something really difficult. Maybe set a deadline to write a creative piece within 2 hours and post it online. Increase the challenge and you will find flow. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can take action and start to enjoy more flow experiences in your life and in what you do. Let me know in the comments below, what is a flow activity that you're going to attempt to do? Is it musical instrument? Are you going to travel? Are you going to write? Are you going to create? What are you going to do to start putting more flow into your life? And what also did you learn from this video? Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe by clicking the button over there or there. I never know where the button is. Whew, one day I'm going to figure this out. And subscribe so you can get more awesome videos like this, where I teach you about concepts that are really, really important to life and that can help you in life, and I break it down in a way that's really, really understandable. So subscribe, check out my other videos, and thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.